Right. Hello, everyone. Again, let's continue doing our islands thing. Just wanted to double check. Yeah, we're still on normal setting. Okay. So the plan for the day was to extend kind of this way and that. I think logically, like what's here? Apart from towns. So just to recap, we've covered sort of a bunch. I don't know about that. It's just, I mean, I clearly have done it, but yeah, let's just come this way. So in case you're randomly chipping in, we are trying to connect all primary industries and all towns, and it's a bit of an island map. So that's the overarching plan. We're only using boats, nothing else. Okay, you want one of these, actually a few of these, but let's start with one. Like, losing money isn't that much of a problem before you obviously question the money part. And the reason why we're losing a fair bit of money on people generally is because we have cargo distribution for people. So if you look at um, people in general, like we're magically making money, but I'm not particularly convinced. Like these ships are losing a fair bit. The XL ones just go long distance mostly. Alcohol is losing money because I haven't really bothered with. Should probably be more like, okay, let's clean up. So you're losing money. You haven't made money. Must have. Mm, maybe not. All right. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. I know it's probably timetabling. I mean, that's kind of happening. I think the problem is just that, alcohol is very low priority. Don't know why. I mean, I did it that way, but otherwise, I don't know why. Chemicals, generally okay. Could probably do it's a smaller boat, but it's fine. There you go. Chemicals large, and then stick that in there and make it replace with something smaller. But the problem is it's slower and it's not significantly less expensive. So I mean, you get better reliability, but sure. Um, Clay, we're doing surprisingly okay. Coal, I would have expected better. Engineering supply surprisingly good. some of these are doing much better than I expected. Okay, so I was kind of trying to pull whatever island, this one really, into the fold. I haven't. Well, naughty, naughty. Actually, I haven't even finished this properly. Ah, okay, well, good work. So this was including, and then obviously this one isn't. Okay, fine. I need to rethink bits and bobs of strategy here, and there's no way I can fit that. So obviously I'm not going to bring stuff here because that's not like I don't mind not getting money out of this, but yeah. Okay, come on. I want just all for the sake of simplicity. Thing is though, what do you guys do? Okay. I mean that's just way too far and it's not helping that I can't see where I am. Like, yeah, it's a fair distance. It's the same setup though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, such is life. So we'll just. Problem is, if I hold on, can I? Yes, I have to pin this, otherwise it becomes totally stupid. Like, great. So I want scrap, just so that I can clone stuff. Delete. It's actually pretty small. And then coal mine, this should cover it. So just clone one that's like large. 225. I'll make this need super large, like even half of these could be sold. It's a bit of a cleanup. I'll do one, but well, two really. I'm convinced. And then or clone one of. What are you? Reasonable. If I bring all vehicles identical, do you guys wanna? You know, for servicing. You stuck? Physics. You still stuck? Just want to make sure this actually still includes coverage. No, it doesn't include the bloody mine. Oh, jolly good. Okay. Slight FML. Okay, kids, ships can get stuck. So that tentatively covers parts of the island. Where was a port? Not in the immediate vicinity. Okay, this is being handled. Pixie bottom. I mean, pixies are supposed to be attractive. I'm not sure. Mm. Again, like the islands are cute and compact, and I could totally blink stuff from here to there, but I don't know. Like on this map, I'm not going to bother doing that silly stuff. But on the big map, if you're following, I might actually resort to it. Why? I mean, I need to do the fishy stuff. That's not so much an issue. You don't take fish. Mm. I've had my coffee and it's not working. Okay, this is 72, 140. We'll just make a few of them. Okay. That can be a separate one. Make another one. Do it a little differently. So 64. Odds. That way it's a bit better. Okay. I think I'll deal with some of the fish stuff, not so much at the end, but I guess the question is what I want. So you take passenger mail goods. I don't think you take food. This takes food, but it's so incredibly close. This has a shop. Ye olde shoppy. No, we're still not doing anything other than small. We don't need a big one. Okay, pin this, delete everything else. Just go around. Go. See, the funny thing is, there's no way for the stand to expand this way. And it's not even a case of it's me. Like, it really doesn't matter, but if I do this, they can then expand a little better. Not that it made an awful lot of difference. The game. Okay, so next is basically the foodie stuff. Hey. Okay, we are operating hereabouts. That seems to be my HQ. Remind myself. Yeah, this is being used. Good. So dairy comes in here, which is to say milk comes in here. We'll start with that anyway. You don't do milk. You do milk. You don't do milk. You are not the droid I'm looking for. You are the droid I'm looking for. Okay, well, I'll need a slightly larger boat. Why is my coffee not working? Okay, let's say milk large, all of which are losing money. But not all, clearly. Just many. Make 3 purely because it's pretty far out. So once timetabling kicks in, okay, and then livestock. That's actually being transported. And you are going to here, which is probably like drastically far off. Okay, I don't necessarily want to do that. It's not the end of the world, it's just across the map, basically. It's all my slight issue. Can we? We're not here. Okay, where's a stockyard? There's a distinct lack of stockyards in this area. That's a dairy. It's not a stockyard. So this is a stockyard that's being used, and this is a stockyard that's not being used. Whatever. Also, maybe I am missing some English phrase, but why is a horse market if we're taking livestock? Like, horses are not commonly eaten in the western half of the world. Okay, that's pinned. So I want. Oh yeah, I remember now. So my issue was that the livestock boots are expensive to maintain, and so stuff was generally reduced to so-called medium. Why? Why are you there? Go away. How old is this? Like it's just casually been sitting there 7 years. Yeah, go away. So clone that. And before going there, come here. And I'll have 3, but I don't actually believe it's necessary. Okay, and then with regards to alcohol, let me think. That's one. I think I'm going to start moving things in this generic direction. Yeah. I said this before. I'm putting down so many depots, which I still think are shipyards, because it's convenient and because ships are stupid. And if they don't find a depot, they just casually don't bother getting serviced. But they don't say anything about it. Okay, so let's establish stop. It's not bad because I want the alcohol to be separate from hotels and stuff. Nice, these should all be much smaller. Okay, what is going on with this? Like, you're taking fruit. Why are you alcohol? It should be like fruit small if there was any, but for God's sake. So those guys will be sold. And that kind of reminds me that I should be buying fruit boats, not alcohol boats. And that this should okay. So take 50 million. Can I just get rid of this? So food, probably bigger than, because what I want is you stay. Because we'll be heading in this genetic direction. I mean, we'll be coming here, but there are a few ports around. This is big enough to do on its own. Okay, cool. So that kind of covers the island. And then this one, so this will be semi-covered because we're going to have We are going to have half of it taken. Yeah, I don't want these. They're interfering with my profits. Yes. Um, maybe. I'll just say yes to everything. So these do 300 people slow. And this is a castle point. So these do more people fast. Let's lose even more money. I mean, it's not too terrible because if our 78k, and then what does this do? 700. Initially, I think I'm going to shove everything into, like, there's not much point in differentiating really because the hovercrafts go at least double the speed. Well, almost, but some of them are out in the ocean, so we are going to just call this large. And then basically we'll check at some point on the occupancy rates. Then this one can bin F. Doesn't matter really, but call it medium. You should quite possibly not be here, but okay. So this becomes, I don't want the peg well, I want the, is that not the peg well? I want this. Except it's pretty large. So I want it here. I think I just misdid that. Okay, good. So all of these get serviced. So what was that new one? Any engine ID. This just, okay, let's do introduction here then. So you have all of passengers and all of passengers. So this is like a small thing. This really needs revamping. So that would be 65 tons of anything. Why don't we? Okay, Meteor. Meteor. I'm pretty sure we don't have that anymore, but Meteor. This was 270, right? So the lot of you get serviced. It's actually empty. You do, you're losing money anyway. 180,000 liters of alcohol. What if I say alcohol? 270. Okay, and that's 100,000. And that's 65. I could call this small, and then okay. 180. Nah, I'm still going to shove this down here. Okay, just send servicing. Chemicals, 140. No, I said chemicals. It's all over the place, isn't it? Like, just looking, these are pretty bad in terms of being used, so could actually call this meteor. Total chaos. I'd say kind of fine, except it's pretty large anyway. Clay. There's 40 tons of clay. 100 tons of clay. So it's 100 and 270. Not optimal. So this is going to be 65. And they really don't need to be any bigger. Because the thing is, these, especially these two, don't full load. No, they're not. Okay. In which case, if you're not, then you shouldn't be that. You also not on full load? Shouldn't be there. And then these could actually be kind of downgraded. Call 140, I think, because that meteor thing is actually designed for coal. No, it's not. It is significantly faster though. And I'm thinking bumping this to medium. And then these can go up to, that's 270. Okay, what are you? 360, but we're going to go faster. One sec. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, just pretty much like I don't think these need to be that huge. Can we not do this? Medium, like if it's like 9% usage, it's totally crazy to keep these up. Even these, I mean, that's new, so fine. I think it's a case of send everything for servicing. I'm not going to bother much with the engineering supplies or the farming supplies. Fish. 140 tons of fish. Probably just do that. VS, this does 124 tons of fish. I mean, that whole logic's flawed. Let's go faster. But it's dedicated. I don't really get the idea with this whole thing. So even for this one, right? This does, where's the speed? 39k. And then this is 32. The ancient. You know what? I'm just going to shove all of these here. It's also half the cost. Food. What's the actual point of you being here? What's a full load anyway? Stay for 200 days. Yeah, that'll do. Can we not full load? That's clearly wrong because you shouldn't have anything more than 50. So that takes 180 tons of food. But actually, this one goes faster. 180 tons. 100 tons, there's no point in replacing. That's fine. Could replace some of these. So these do probably the usual 140. Yeah, let's replace all the little Cambrys with meteors. No, I don't want that. 180 crates of goods. Okay. And they're doing reasonably well, although that's actually kind of faster. 180. Yeah. did kind of say replace all. Because these do like 80 odd tons, I mean 800 odd tons, and we're not outdoing that. And then these do 360. That does 72, but it's significantly faster. Livestock. We're also kind of looking at the rates. You just lose money all the time because you're probably directed in the wrong place. There's a lifetime profit. Yeah, this whole logic's so bad. Okay, no, because it's kind of better the way it is. Milk, I don't think we actually care, and scrap metal was altimeter. I'm so bad at this. Fine. Total chaos. So now we've done that, can I speed things up a little just to kind of get things replaced? Mostly. And then we said we wanted to deal with this, so, or you. I think the bottom may possibly work. No. Is B done yet? Okay, so next was, this is kind of done. This is not even vaguely covered. Joy. Why are you? you also have no good. I think one of them's just going to go to the wrong place, but it's kind of fine. Okay, we have a few minutes. That's covered. That's surprisingly covered. I think I kind of got here earlier. Um, okay. I mean, there's no people service here. One thing I could do, because it's comparatively easier, set up a bunch of docks for the people. Some of the people. Interesting. Well, actually, if I move stuff around, stupid thing. So if I do something like that, again, we don't actually do anything on the road. I'm just kind of appeasing myself, so to say. And my music stopped. So that covers a lot of things. Just to actually fit into the episode time, really. I'll have to come up here one way or the other. And the problem is if I do that, okay, check this. Don't check this. There you go. Okay, that's 55 minutes. I shall leave you people with this for the time being, and we will continue next time. Oh, hi. This has kind of been totally missed out. Even that wouldn't help. Just do that. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Any interactions, likes, comments, subscribes, whatnot, please do. And yeah, I shall hopefully see you shortly. Thank you and bye bye.